Hey folks, in this video I'm going to take you on a tour of the Outdoor Exposure Photography World Headquarters. And when I say World Headquarters, I really just mean the room in the basement of my house that serves as my office. It's a great office. I love it. It's a really easy commute from upstairs, and it's great working out of a home office because I can be here when my kids get home from school. And it's, anyway, it's a nice place. So I'd like to take you a tour around. I know that I've been kind of videoing and working out of this office for a while. And early on, I had some people asking to see what it looked like, other than just what you see here from my desk spot, and never really got around to it. I'm not sure how much of an interest it is to a lot of people, but maybe it's interest to some. So let me take you on a quick tour. All right, so we'll get up here first, and first thing I'm gonna do is just swing you around so you don't have to look at me anymore. All right, so that is my workstation. That's where I do all of my photo work. It's also where I do video editing and whatever else I have going on. And I have two monitors. One is a 30-inch monitor and one's a 27-inch monitor. This one's 4K, this one's like a 2K, and that just gives me a lot of real estate to work with, a couple of different resolutions, and it's a good system. Let's see, not too much special about that other than that. The desk is a stand-up desk. I can raise and lower it so that I can stand up sometimes and sit down other times. Now, for video production, that's something I've added in the last couple of years to be able to, in addition to capturing my screen and doing screen capture video, I can now also do a little face cam. I used to, in my videos a long time ago, just be a disembodied voice, and all you would see is Photoshop and hear my voice. But with the kind of evolution of YouTube and a lot of my friends and colleagues kind of upping the game and putting their faces on their YouTube videos, I decided a couple years ago that I should do the same. So I've got a mic here. This is my Rode, I think it's an NGT4 Plus or something like that, shotgun mic that hovers kind of over my workstation, hopefully to give some good audio. It's a little echoey in here, but for the most part it's all right. And this is my studio light. I just have, in addition to all the track lighting that kind of lights various places around my office, this light hopefully gives me good light right on my face. That is the Aputure 120D studio light, which is an LED studio light that I think a lot of people use. And I just want to say at this point also that this is not a sponsored video in any way. I don't work for or receive any payment from any of the things that I'm showing you, and completely just showing you my equipment that I use, and I use it because either it was affordable, available, or just because I like it. All right, then for my face cam video, I have one of my cameras that's set up on this kind of little cheap tripod that's here. Currently it's a Canon 5D SR, but I also have a 5D Mark IV and a EOS R, and they all kind of end up on that tripod at one time or another, depending on what I need each camera for. And I do have a teleprompter, and the teleprompter is there. It's just a basic little teleprompter. iPad goes in there and projects, you know, a script up on the screen, and I use that not most of the time, but if I do have some information that needs to be delivered accurately and in the correct order, then having a script makes sure that I don't miss anything or get anything wrong. My sound's coming through the mic and into this device, and this is a Zoom something, and it's some sort of audio processing collection device that takes it from the mic to there and then up into my computer. And I actually don't know much about audio at all. So a friend of mine, his name is Joseph Linaczki. He's Photo Joseph on YouTube and everywhere else. Check him out. He helped me set all this whole video system up and audio, and I couldn't have done it without him because other than still photography, I'm pretty much a Luddite with all this stuff. Anyway, so Then here, oh, here I am. That's a little front-facing monitor, so I can make sure that I'm framed up and lit correctly and have the right exposure when I'm working there. And that all gets pumped into my computer, which is housed in this cabinet back here. And this cabinet, I think, when we moved into this house, it was here. I think this room that's down here was being used as kind of maybe an in-laws quarters, and there was like a little kitchenette here. And obviously I don't need a kitchenette in my office, so I repurposed it, and that's where I keep my computer, hard drives, my Drobo, extra cables, battery backup, and all kinds of stuff. And one of the nice things is that I can close that, and it kind of keeps all that mess out of sight. And it also helps keep the fan noise from my computer down so that it doesn't come through in the audio of my videos. See, moving around the rest of the room here, lots of junk. Definitely in an office setting, you end up with lots of equipment, lots of office supplies, and other stuff. For example, that's my bike on the trainer, so that when the weather's not good and I can't go outside, I pull that out and try to get some exercise here in the office. And I keep my blinds closed all the time to try to keep a consistent light level in my office, both day and night. So even though there's a nice view out there, I always have those blinds closed. I find it's really helpful to have a big work table in a photo studio like this, or a photo office. It's good for a lot of things. It's good for storing stuff, which is what it's doing right now. But it's also good for other projects, including laying out prints safely and inspecting large prints, signing them. And I'm also working on a project where I'm digitizing old slides, 35mm slides, and photographing them with my high resolution cameras, making digital raw files out of them. And I'm doing it using this device, which is made by my friend Louis Kemper. And it's very handy for recovering all those old slides that are going to disintegrate if I don't digitize them soon. And let's see, what else do we got? I can show you over here. That's just a document printer. And then this is my photo printer. And it's an inkjet, Epson inkjet. I think, let's see, it's the Pro 4880 by Epson, and it does a great job. I can only print to about 16 by 24. I think that's the largest print I can do, which is that size print right there. But it's great for printing up to that size. It's also great for printing test prints. So I can do hard proofing. I can profile an image, get it all ready, do a test print here, and make sure it looks good at a smaller, less expensive size before I order out for really large prints. And let's see what else. A little more storage, camera backpacks and tripods, printing supplies, paper, and that kind of stuff. And I think that gives us a pretty good lap of the entire studio space. So there it is, the world headquarters of outdoor exposure photography. I hope that was somewhat helpful or informative or interesting or maybe entertaining. And if it wasn't any of those things, then I have no idea why you're still here listening and watching. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back again with some more Photoshop lessons or something else a little more photography related soon. So I look forward to seeing you again then. All right, take care.